Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do another planner video for you. I have already posted a planner tour of my Filofax, my Saffiano Filofax and Raspberry that I got off of Amazon back in 2014. Today's video is going to be sort of a like tips on setting up your Filofax kind of thing. For 2015, I'm moving out of my Filofax. I think I'm going to set up a faux dory or a sort of like a Midori traveler's notebook kind of thing as a planner just because I want to try something new. And I've really enjoyed being a planner type of person. I'll link my walkthrough or tour of my Saffiano down below. I'll also link the tour of my original planner, which is this little binder that I got at Target, which was, it's an 8.5 by 5.5 size. So I have my list right here, and this is just tips for setting up your Filofax. So first, when I thought about getting into planning, I had seen YouTube videos, Pinterest ideas, things like that of people's planners. And I always carried a blog planner, or I always had a blog planner, but it was just a regular like Mead type of school calendar kind of planner, like a planner you would use in school or college or whatever to write down your assignments. So it was that kind of thing, and then I had a project ideas notebook, and that worked for me rather well. I used the monthly view. I didn't really do anything too crazy. It wasn't decorated. I don't really do too much decoration now anyway, but it wasn't decorated. It was just written in pen, and it helped me organize my blog. Once I started thinking about just moving into a different sort of planner, I found all these planner videos and all these planner ideas, and I thought, well, what do I really need a planner for? I have no kids. I don't do a ton of stuff. Like, I don't have things, and if you can hear the dog chomping on his bone, like always, I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of things. I don't have to manage people. I don't have my work is not sort of like a due date based kind of work. It's get it all done in a day. There's no sort of like, oh, next week this is due kind of thing. That's not how my job works. So I didn't really need it for work, but I thought I did need it for life kind of, but mainly for my blog planner. And I thought that I wanted to try out a Filofax, and so in order to try out the Filofax kind of system, I picked up this 5.5 by 8.5 binder from Target. So the first thing is to decide what you want it for. You don't have to have a lot of kids, you don't have to have a crazy life, you don't have to have a lot of things that need to be, you know, planned out. What this is for me is a space to plan my blog, but it's also a space for me to write down things that I want, things that I want to remember, things for my YouTube channel. If you're a YouTuber, if you're a blogger, if you're just someone who likes to keep track of things and you know, want to have sort of a personal diary kind of thing, then, you know, you might want to try out a planner. The next tip is to choose your size. There are multiple sizes of specifically Filofax style planners. There's Filofax, and then there's Franklin Covey, there's KiKi, there is a whole bunch of other generic sort of binder systems on eBay that you can find for really cheap. I chose the desktop size. This is an A5 size Filofax, but it fits desktop size, or 8.5 by 5.5 inch inserts that I designed myself. And I knew I wanted a bigger sort of planner, so I got, and I don't really think they make really tiny, like teeny tiny binders, so I just got the this little binder, 8.5 by 5.5 inches from Target. They have pocket size, they have bigger size. You can use a full size binder. I think the biggest you can get is an A5 size, but they have the personal size, which is kind of like this big, and I think they have one size in between, or maybe they have a pocket size, which is even smaller. I'll link to the Filofax website down below and where I found my planner, and just so you can get an idea of sizes. The reason I went with such a big size is because I write really big, and I knew I needed a lot of time, and not a lot of a lot of space to write in my planner. I knew I was going to do blog post ideas, YouTube ideas, planning out my month, planning out my day kind of thing. And so yeah, you just want to choose the size that's going to work for you. There's no problem with choosing one and then saying this is too big or this is too small and moving up or down a size. There's no problem with that. Like I said, it's all personal preference. If you think it'll work for you, try it out. If it doesn't, try something new. The next thing is I want to talk about supplies. So once you've decided why you need a planner or what you need your planner for, and you've decided your size, you can move on to supplies. I have a whole slew of things here that I wanted to share with you about how you don't have to spend a lot to really have, you know, a planner that you want to have. So let's move back to this one. This is my first planner. All I did was pick up some, I had some washi tape. Washi tape's the first thing. This is Kid Made Modern tape that I was obsessed with from Target for the longest time. So I just had to stock up on this. You can also get this from the Dollar Tree. You can find them in dollar spots. You can find them on sale at Joann's sometimes. I also got these Project Life dividers, which you can see like right here. I don't even know what's in here anymore. But I used to do a week on, is this a week on one page? Yeah, this is still a week on one page insert that I have. And I got these Project Life dividers here, and I trimmed them down so they fit, and I repunched it. I put some washi tape and I repunched it so I had dividers. I also used just regular old scrapbook. This is actually cardstock paper, but I just use like regular scrapbook paper, which you can get really cheaply from like Walmart. So this is just a small scrapbook paper pack that I got, say that 5 times fast, that I got from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's probably. I've seen them on sale, or not on sale, but for sale at like TJ Maxx and Marshall's. I mean, you can just find pretty little fun paper packs. Whoa, one fell out, to play with. This is a really small size, as you can see, compared to my planner, so it wouldn't be really good for dividers. You can find 8.5 by 11 scrapbook paper. You can use the 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. I suggest going when there's a sale. Download the apps for your favorite craft stores like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and Joann. Sign up for any text alerts you can get on mailing lists, things like that, to get coupons. And when you go in, don't just like buy all the things. Buy a few things. I like to use 40 and 50% off coupons. I go in, I buy one thing that I need, and I leave. Then I come back the next day or the next weekend or something, and I build up the stock of things that I need. So that's how you can get scrapbook paper and stuff like that on really cheap. I also want to recommend Target, which if you are interested in a planner and starting your planner and setting up a Filofax at all, you already know the gloriousness that is the Target dollar spot. They have sticky notes, they have these long list pads, they have pens and pencils, which I'm picking up right now. They have pens and pencils that are super duper cute, that are just amazing, that can fit right in your like pen loop. That can fit in your pen loops. They're really, really great. You can also go use your coupons that you have at like Office Max and Office Depot and pick up like Postit tab things. These are like the kind of tabs that I would use to make coil clips, or that I will leave down below how I do that as a post on my blog about how to make removable coil clips for any Project Life cards you want to use, which I have another pack over here, but there's gridded Project Life cards, and I have some like in the middle of this planner mainly. I have some in my Saffiano too, but this is an example of a Project Life card. It has Monday, it has like the weeks, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or the days outlined. On the other side it's lined, so you can just use it for note take. One of my favorite Project Life sets is actually the Sunshine Edition by the bloggers behind A Beautiful Mess, Elsie and Emma. And this is my new one. I have them separated out in my Project Life storage, but it's really colorful, and there's lots of list type cards, and I like to use these in my Project Life as well. I'll make like a removable sticky tab kind of thing to punch, put the card in, write my favorites down it, and then when I get down on it, and then when I get to film my favorites video, I'll have a list. But I also have a list that I can put in my Project Life, which I need to catch up on as well, in my Project Life album at the end of the month. So here's some glitter hearts that I got on sale for Joann's. I believe these were $1 and their stuff was like 50% off. Other supplies, you don't need to be, you don't have to spend a lot. I mean, it's an investment to buy these like Avery label things, but if you want a whole bunch of planner stickers, which I'm not a really like planner sticker person, but I just wanted to throw this out here, or out there, you can get the full sheet Avery templates, the full sheet Avery labels, find a template, find something, print your own stickers on, and chop them up and use them in your planner. This is the clear one, so if you leave any border around the object that you're trimming out, let's say it's like a really detailed smiley face or something, you can just cut it out to the best of your ability. When you stick it down, you're not going to see, you'll see your planner paper through it because it's a clear adhesive. There are self-laminating sheets, so you can laminate your scrapbook paper, punch it, and make a really thick divider for your planner. I found that just regular old cardstock or regular old scrapbook paper was fine for my dividers. I didn't feel that they got torn up too much, but that's just another option, just to share it out there. You don't have to have everything that everybody else has, because you can make it work. Another thing you can use your craft store coupons on is a paper cutter. I use this to trim down my 8.5 by 11 pages and punch them, print them, things like that. So as you can see, supplies are kind of crazy. You can get highlighters, you can start color coding, you can get sticky notes, which I have a whole, like, I have a recipe box with sticky notes in it. I color code things. My blog is pink. Family things are yellow. Money is green. You can just do, you can take it to a whole new level, or you can keep it simple. Again, not everything that everybody does is going to be perfect for you. That's the one thing that I felt like I had to overcome when I was trying to start up my planner, is I saw all these people decorating. I saw all these people putting stickers and washi and blah, blah, blah. And it didn't really appeal to me. I thought the only way I could plan is if I had lots of stuff to write down, if I decorated each week, and all that jazz. 9 times out of 10, I find myself not even using my week on one-page inserts because there's nothing to really keep track of that week. I'll make a master list and I'll go off of it. So after you've thought about your supplies, the next thing to do is plan out your dividers. I had in this planner like a monthly kind of thing. So let's see, I'll show you here. I'll link this walkthrough below, but this is August of last year. So I found this free month on 2-page printable. I have this that I printed out, which was like a photo challenge, and I put some washi tape on it and I taped it in there. I had a sticky note with my blog ideas, and each section, this first section was a month section. So I had the month, I had notes, I had my, excuse me, had my 4 simple goals. So then I would just clip the weeks together as I went through them. I had notes, I had project life pages. Then I had a divider to show me where the current day was. You can think about what kind of divider sizes you want. I found these project life divider things to be really helpful. And then I just kept my months down the side here. They're not really labeled. I'll take you into my Filofax here and we'll go through the rest of them because I kind of move things over. I, again, used some of those project life, I don't know why I can't speak today, some of those project life dividers. I also divided out my months with page flaggy type of deals. Here's some more month stuff. I had the same thing. Notes, and then goals, and then I went into the weeks. On the side, this is hard to do. On the sides though, I have blog, family, and money. Those were the 3 original tabs that I had in this little guy here. But then I found I needed more tabs for YouTube, for notes, for wish list, for contacts. So I got these Martha Stewart ones. They were on sale at Staples. I got these Martha Stewart tabs and I repunched them. And I didn't quite like that they didn't quite match, but I realized I was going to do a whole new setup in 2015, and that's why I got my laminator so I could do more tabs. I had a YouTube tab, a wish list like planner type of tab, a notes tab, a big goals tab, a contacts tab. And then I also have a dashboard in the front and a dashboard in the back. I tend to use my front dashboard, which is just like a piece of transparency paper. This is so hard. This is actually the dashboard that the Filofax came with. However, you could totally chop up a piece of transparency paper and stick it in there and keep your Post-it notes. So plan your dividers. Are you going to need a money tab? Are you going to need more than 3 tabs? And it's fine to expand and contract. It's your planner. It's your life. People care because they share their planners and everybody's like, oh, this is cool, I'm gonna try that, blah, blah. But nobody cares because it's your planner. You do what you need to do. So once you have planned your dividers, you can go and find your inserts. Like I said, my two planners, this is A5 size and this was 8.5 by 11. I chose to stick with 8.5 by, or not 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 5.5 inserts in this because they work just fine. They were easier for me to design by just doing it on a full 8.5 by 11 page in Word. You can find free inserts on my blog. I'll have some link below. You can also find free inserts on Pinterest. You can find free inserts on Instagram. People link to things like that, or they'll say, if you want this, you know, you can email me and I'll send it to you. A whole bunch of things like that. You can also design your own inserts. What I do is I use Word. You can use OpenOffice, you can use anything like that, and I put in a table with however many columns and rows, and I edit it. I edit the spacings, I edit the height, the width, the layout, drag the columns around, things like that. I chose one font, two fonts really, for my planner. The first one is Bebas New, which is a really tall, skinny, bold font that I use in all caps. And then my second font is Century Gothic that I also tend to use at about 10 point or 8 point or something really small so I can still have room to write. So I chose two fonts to design with just to keep it consistent. You don't have to do that. I'm just a consistent black and white kind of person. So just find inserts. You can also use these little things. You can punch them, use them as inserts, write your menu on it, write your shopping list, write whatever you need. Use it as a mini dashboard in between your weekly pages. Sometimes I'll use my little daily divider. I'll put sticky notes on it. You can put your cleaning list on it. I have a whole bunch of little to-do list dividers in here. This is my weekly blog planner, which is going to be on the blog soon. Another list thing. I have my current, my updated weekly inserts are a week on one page. I'll have these listed on the blog too. It's a week on one page with a tasks list on the other side. So there's that. So inserts, they're personal to you, yet you can find some online. You can buy some as well. There's plenty on Etsy. But, you know, I find that designing my own is the best for me. I suggest you have a monthly view and a weekly view and blank pages. They can be lined, they can be grid, they can be unlined, it doesn't matter. Those are the three sections I can suggest to you. A monthly view, whether it's a month on 2 pages, like I have, which I haven't even updated. Like, look how much planning I did in November. None. So a month on 2 pages, or like I have in my blog planner, which I'll show you September, this is a month on 1 page. If that's enough for you, that's fine. You don't have to do what everybody else does. So that's that tip. The next tip is to add and remove things. If it's not working for you, take it out, refocus it, try something else. If the size isn't working for you, change to a bigger size, change to a smaller size. You don't like the way a Filofax is laid out, I'm sorry, this video is all about Filofaxes, but you could change to a ring-bound planner like the Erin Condren, or a Mead one that you can get from Office Depot, or the ARC one, or a Martha Stewart one, or what's another one? There's a Project Life like planner thing. There's planners galore if you just take the time to look. So it's all a personal thing. This is the tip where I get to the fact that it's all personal. If it's not working for you, don't force it. A planner only works for you if it works for you. If it's something that you're going to use. If you find you don't use a section, remove it. If you find, oh wait, I did use that a little bit, put it back in there. You know, it's a fluid thing. Nobody is saying you have to be set in stone. Millions of people who do these planners type of things, they'll change their setups, they'll change between planners, they'll change their setups, they'll change everything daily, weekly, monthly. I mean, it depends on what works for you. If you like having fun with changing things, then do that. If you find, like me, that you tend to be set in your ways, that's fine too. Nobody's gonna judge you. It's your planner. You plan the way you want. The last tip I have for you is to get creative. Use things in a new way, change things, be different. Always keep a creative eye out when you're out shopping for stationery things. If you're in the Dollar Tree and you see like a little envelope thing and you think, I could probably use that, pick it up. It's only $1. Try it out. If it doesn't work, well, then you're only out $1, you know, or if it does work, then you can go to Instagram or YouTube or whatever and say, hey, look at this crazy, amazing thing that I found. So it's all up to you, but get creative. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to washi up this whole layout. And I'm like, I really like it this week. And then next week I try and do it and I'm like, I'm really not feeling this. This is not what I want to do. So it's all personal to you. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was helpful for people trying to start up a Filofax, wondering what they should include in their Filofaxes. I don't know. I just hope it was all around in general helpful and that you enjoyed these little tips. If you want to read more, you can read my blog. It's 516thblog.com. I also have a ton of like planner tutorials. I have a few planner inserts. One of my goals for 2015 is to include a lot more planner things and DIYs and whatnot on my blog. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both are at 516ths. I'm really active on Instagram. It's one of my favorite platforms. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you hit subscribe and like, and I will talk to you on my next one. Bye.